You want to feel like the woman who moves through life in her silent, anchored in power. But are you still being pulled into the chaos of other people's energy? You want your boundaries to feel effortless, flowy, but there's part of you that's still at that fiery stage of defending yourself, blocking people, cutting them off, hypervigilant to everyone's behaviour. You want to be able to just opt yourself out very calmly of situations that aren't meant for you, but instead your nervous system is still catching up, and you might find yourself over-explaining or over-justifying or over-logicking your way into or maybe out of things. So the reason that your journey feels intense right now is because you are moving up the dorsal vagal ladder of regulation in your nervous system. So you're moving from what was that people-pleasing freeze, or maybe you used to call that surrender. I just go with the flow and I surrender, but it's actually like freezing, fawning, people-pleasing. And then we move up the dorsal vagal ladder into flight. So this is where we start to see that no come in, that like no, maybe even like avoiding things, or not being totally authentic in our truth. We might kind of make excuses, leave places early, say we're unwell and we can't go to things. Then comes the fight mode, which is next, right? That's the sacred rage, like the don't mess with me phase, where you're learning to trust your body again and speaking your truth and remembering what that sacred yes and sacred no feel like. But then the other side of this process, we reach the top of the dorsal vagal ladder, we reach that point of regulation. The other side of this process is your most magical, aligned, abundant life. You become the woman who chooses yourself, chooses situations based on your body's yes or no. You step back, you let people be who they're going to be, rooted in yourself, with your boundaries. If this is you, if this is calling you, that quiet mystic leading with your energy, this is for you. So to get deeper in touch with this version of you, the power lies in your sacred yes and your sacred no. So you can get started through the link in my bio, download my free Sacred Yes workshop and workbook, and really start to tune in with your body, with your truth, with your path, and the magic that is available to you.